So today is kind of a trial run. This is a chance for us to fly some helicopters out to Lehua Islet, and we are dropping a non-toxic bait onto the island. It's the same formulation that you would use in a rodent control project. So it's just cereal basically and a little bit of dye that lets us track where the bait is going on the island. And the reason we're doing this is so that we can better understand what rodents are on the island, how they interact with the food web out here, and how they threaten some of the endangered birds that are on Lehua. You know, eventually we would like to be able to remove rats from Lehua Island. This would be a fantastic area for seabirds to breed. In Hawaii, there are a lot of non-native invasive predators that make it very difficult for native seabirds to thrive in our environment. Rodents in particular will eat the eggs of seabirds and make it really hard for them to reproduce. So down the road, if we get the data necessary to put together an attempt to remove rodents from this island, we could definitely see a real strong rebounding of seabird populations.
Well, Island Conservation's mission is to protect threatened species on islands by removing invasive species that are harming those threatened species. And here on Lehua, we have an opportunity to create the largest predator-free habitat for threatened seabirds anywhere in Hawaii right now. So if we can remove rats from Lehua, we'll have 120 hectares, which is I don't know, 260 acres, something like that, 360 acres, something like that, of predator-free habitat for seabirds to come and breed. And the seabirds are incredibly important to island ecosystems in that they constitute the nutrient flow from the marine environment back to the land environment. So with seabirds on islands, it's not just the benefit of the birds, you get the benefit of the nutrients they bring back, which will help with the native plants, which will then help reestablish the native invertebrate communities, and you get to restore a whole ecosystem that way.
The primary objective of the work that we're doing out here is to determine the bait availability, and what that means is the number of pellets that remain on the ground over a specific period of time. So the way that the rodenticides work is that you need to have a series of feedings and have the bait available for a specific period of time so that the toxicant can do its job and its work. So what we do is once the bait's on the ground, we set up these bait availability plots. And within those plots, we know that our application rate is so many kilograms per hectare. And for this particular project, we have estimated that we have 20 kilograms per hectare on the ground. So we know within a 1 meter by 10 meter plot, we need to have about 18 pellets within that area. What we're looking for with an eradication strategy is that we want to really get, we want to pinpoint where the population has just peaked and then target them as the population starts falling, because then there's going to be incredible competition for resources, and that's when you want to put the bait on the ground.
Well, 3 species of endangered seabirds that we're hoping to establish here are the Newell shearwater, Hawaiian petrel, and the banded storm petrel. So at present, we don't have any record of there being an established breeding colony for any of those 3 species on island. We know that rats are significant predators of those 3 species, and it's really hard for them to establish or maintain breeding colonies in the presence of rats. So those 3 species, by clearing this island of rats, we open up all of this habitat for those 3 species.